Who? What's up, everybody? Ebert42 here, back with some more Madden 16 MUT coin making tips for y'all. First thing I wanted to plug for you guys today. Again, I said it in my last video, but you gotta be out flipping these BCA badges, flipping these BCA players, making some coins off this promo. If you guys watched my top 10 methods of making coins from Madden 15, you'll notice throughout that video a lot of the stuff had to do with promos. So I have been flipping these badges like a crazy fool. See, I sold a ton of them at 4,000 today. Was selling at 4.4 yesterday, like 4.6 the day before. So they're steady going down. But you can see a lot of these are selling in bids for 3,000, 2,000, 2.5. I got these ones for around that 3 mark. This one was a little high. I was trying to push some people out of the market. But you can see there's a lot of coins to be made on these still. I flipped over 250 of these badges in the last 3 days, so since Monday. And I've made over 250,000 coins just flipping these badges. So I actually tracked it all. I'd come in here and write down what I bought them for, then I wrote down what they sold for, and I have like 3 pieces of notebook paper here just full of scribbles about these things. So what I've been doing for that, just to show you guys, I'll hop in here, go to collectible, go down to program, go to BCA. I showed you guys how to do this last week. And then I'll just sort by price, reverse sort, and I'll just bid on all of these up to whatever my price point is. So right now, if they're selling for 4K, I will buy anything at 3.2 or lower. We're looking at getting anything at 3,000 or lower. Brandon Melton, what up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. Just talking about how many coins there are to be made with these BCA badges. The bundles are no longer available, so I feel like there might be less opportunity to make these now than there was in the last couple days, but there's still a lot of opportunity. You guys need to get in here, get your bids on these, look for some snipes. There's lots of snipe opportunities with these as well. But you guys get the drift. See, that one was posted for 2K and somebody sniped it. Great buy by them. Depending on how much there is in here, you might end up doing a lot of bidding. Yesterday, when the market was, when these things were just flying, I was able to come in here and I would probably bid on like 50 of these things under my price range that were all selling in the next 20 minutes. So when there's promos going on like this and there's so many items in the auction house, you can't even see all of them. They're only going to show you the most X many most currently expiring ones. So that's everything up to 3.2. I would just put bids in on all of it like that. There's not very many right now. I wouldn't deem this worthy of, well, let's see how many rows we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's like 24 of these expiring in the next 20 minutes. Yeah, that might be worthy of bidding on. You know, then you're just sitting here, bid on these, watch some football, chat with your friends, whatever you feel like doing. Yo, BPAC, thanks for stopping by again, man. Appreciate having all you guys here hanging out with me in Twitch. If it is your first time here and you like what you are seeing, make sure you hit that follow button. To the guys on YouTube watching the video, if you enjoy the coin tips, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to know when I'm coming out with more tips. But yeah, just hang out in here and bid on these. Yesterday I had some crazy moments where there were like, and I'm not kidding you guys, there were like 20 of these that were all at like 100 coins, and they were all expiring at the same time. And with the way the new bids are, since they only go up to 20 seconds, people can't bid on all of those that quickly. So there's a lot of these going for like 400 coins, 500 coins. People just weren't able to get in. So if I notice there's a lot expiring at the same time, it's a big key to get in here and actually put some bids in on these. So Oh, BPAC, thanks for the shout out, man. Just had one of the guys in Twitch say that he has not been lower than 1,000,000 coins since watching my stuff. Goofy, thanks for stopping by, man. Simba, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate having you guys all here. But you get the drift. Just go through here, bid on these. 3.2 is where I'm going to stop bidding, so I won't bid on this one anymore. You know, if you sell them for 4K, you're going to make 3.6, so I'll throw a bid in on this. One thing I'll do when I'm in here bidding on these, I'll give you guys a couple quick bid tips here, is if you bid high on one or two items, you can sometimes push people out of bidding anymore. So they'll just stop bidding. You can see that one went up to 3.5, which is a little discouraging for me. What that means to me is that someone that's out here who's willing to bid on these at a higher price than what I want to get them for to flip them for. So you might just want to not put your time into this right now. If you guys watching, go ahead, go bid on these. I'm going to hop out of here, give you guys an opportunity to get in, make some coins off of these. The other thing I noticed while I was in here flipping those is when you sort by collectible and you go to time remaining, I saw a lot, a lot of these Legends collectibles. Walter Jones for 2.7. These are all going for 10. They're probably going to dip because Legends packs are out. We're going to talk about those in a moment here. Oh, no. That was such a good one. You see a lot of these are selling for really cheap too. So, while you're in here doing your first sort, keep your eye for some of these really cheap Legends. Kind of have to know what they're going for. I know the Vikings ones are all going for between 5 and 10. I flipped 3 of the Sammy Watkins Week 9 items that I bought for around between 10 and 20K, and they all sold for around 40K. So, just knowing what these are and what they're going for. Brooks, I believe these ones are going for 10K, but I don't know. I'm not going to bid on that. These are a good supplement while you are bidding on a lot of these badges. You can bid on a couple of these that go for bigger coins. And you guys probably noticed in my bids, I had a few of them in there. So you see a lot of those badges expired already. A lot of the new things that I'm bidding on are up here. I mean, you can keep pretty busy just bidding on this stuff now. And I'm just in, place bid up A, B, get out of there, move on to the next one, troll through these, bam, 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 bam. It's not frustrating until someone bids while you're trying to bid. But you see I got a read down here, got a couple of these, and you can just earmark these for when they're going to come up. And then if you're sitting here flipping your badges while these ones are expiring, you can just get in on that. So wanted to let you guys know to look for some of those bigger flips while you're in here flipping your smaller ones. Again, I bought a ton of these for super cheap last night and a couple more today. See, I was getting them 3.3, 2.9, 2.0 even, 1.5, and then we got in and we sold all of these for 4K today. So even today alone, I want to say I've taken in probably a good 10 or 15K off of those badges. So that's my big coin tip for you guys for this week with the promos. Keep an eye on those since those badges are no longer being opened in packs. I predict their prices to go up slightly. They tend to go up a little bit around this time in the evening when people are getting home from work. Got more people buying them. I was selling during the day. Today they're a little bit lower. Just want to go check on their current buy now prices for you guys. So I'm not telling you to sell them too low. 4.1, 4.2, I would post at... This is interesting. Okay, 4.2s are definitely going to sell. 4.2s are going to sell like super fast. I think what I would post for, get a snipe on that one while we're in here. Now my buy price just went up a couple hundred too since we're selling at 4.2. I'm debating on these two price points. We're We're going to post this one for 4-3 just because I want to move it quick. But if I was doing a lot of these right now, I might post them for 3-4. I want to take a look at what they're going for, but I keep finding these snipes. Can't pass these by. Oh. No, that one was so good. Alright, just gonna sit here. So guys, keep looking for these snipes. They're definitely out there right now. So if you guys saw how I was doing that, you just sort by elite, it'll refresh. Bam, buy now. Elite, refresh, hit that X button. Get your bids in. Yeah, the 4-2s are flooding now. No, I probably wouldn't go 4-4. Think 4-2 might be the quick sell price right now. So it's gone up a couple hundred. We might sell these at 4-3. They're not going to hit the market for another 25 minutes or so. We just got so many badges out here right now. If you guys want to know how long it's going to take for your items to hit the market, just do a quick time remaining reverse sort. You can see on here 29 minutes is the longest one we can see. So if you post one for an hour right now, it's going to take 31 minutes before it even hits the market. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with these guys. Check the chat out quick here. Goofy, what up, man? Can't remember if I shouted you out yet. BPAC, yeah, I've heard good things about that barber for 40K. I think that's a pretty good price. I haven't checked him out. See how he compares to the Quinn, but I'm loving my Quinn. So I did want to talk to you guys really briefly about finding your own corners of the market. You know, I'm plugging this BCA stuff. There's a lot of other people out there talking about BCA stuff. There's a lot of people in that market looking for things right now. There's a lot of competition. So as you can see, it's not the easiest winning all those bids. I got to sit there and bid with other people. You know, you're fighting a lot of other people for those buy nows. None of that stuff sitting out there. That 600 one was just gone, you know. Don't even know if that's a snipe anymore. One of my guys in my chat last Thursday, and now remember this was when I forget what the packs were called, Guaranteed Elite with like 10 gold players in them. He was making a killing off of the 80 to 84 cornerback market. He said he made 30K in like an hour, which is really awesome. I know that has to be a good bid. But when so many people are focusing on things like BCA, some of these other areas like cornerbacks get neglected. I'm not sure off the top of my head who some of the, you know, big name cornerbacks are that are actually going for coins. But let's just look at this. Jimmy Smith, maybe the Ravens. You can see that these are going for quite a bit. This one, they're probably going. Look them up on Muthead. I don't know if that's a snipe or not. I wouldn't buy it because it's got 16 minutes left. It's been sitting out here for a long time. Maybe it is the case that everyone's just so focused on BCA that this snipe has been sitting out here for 45 minutes. But because there's so much going on in the BCA market, a lot of the auctioneers, we'll call them, the auction house masters, all us MUT moguls out here are in that, focusing on that. You know, there's lots of opportunities in other areas of the market that you can get in on right now and find a little corner and just sweep up in that corner while other people are focusing on BCA. So if you don't want to go in and bid on a bunch of stuff, it can get really frustrating losing these bids, not winning any items. You know, typically I'm not really on here between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. because there's so many people on here bidding on so many things. I just don't find it worth the time. That's when I'll maybe go look at some cornerbacks, or maybe I'll try to snipe some badges. Maybe I'll focus on the legend items during that point in the evening. So keep your eye on your own little corners of the market. Whatever you find, you know, maybe it's I don't even know. Maybe it's some players from some of the other sets. Maybe it's players from gold collections. Whatever you want to find. There's opportunities to make coins everywhere in the auction house. Finding your own little corner and locking it down is a great way to do that. So that's it for the coin tips in the auction house for you guys for this week. Again, we were at about 470,000 coins a week ago. We are now up to 720. Have a bunch of bids out, so we are at like 740. So we've roped in 300,000 coins. We also added this Dawson and this Jones to the squad in the last week. Picked up their items for really cheap while we were flipping some stuff. So we've been making a killing off this BCA promo. Hope you guys are all doing the same. Hope you watched my videos I put out last Thursday before all this happened. You're able to get in on this. I'm going to keep focusing on this stuff for a little while. And then if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and watch my market analysis video to get an idea of what I'm going to be looking at over the next week. And for the guys at Twitch, just keep hanging out. We're going to roll into that. But for the guys on YouTube, again, if you liked what you saw, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to know when I'm coming out with more content. Everybody make sure you go follow me on Twitter at Ebert_42. Tweet out whenever I'm going live, doing any coin tips, any giveaways, any market stuff, any gameplay. If you're watching on YouTube, come follow me on Twitch at Ebert42. Link is below. If you guys are watching on Twitch, feel free to stop by my YouTube channel. I will slap a link for it into the chat. I got some nice gameplay up there, a bunch of other auction house tips, market analysis, stuff like that. And then guys, if you're a member of MUT, if you want to look me up on there, my profile is Ebert42. You can give me a follow. I'm going to be starting to do some more MUT coin giveaways if you guys are familiar with that. Be doing some competitions, some interactive stuff with the users, bringing that results from that stuff onto Twitch, throwing it up on YouTube, kind of mangling that all together for everyone. So again, to the guys on YouTube, big heart, thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. To the guys